Stay tuned, McWorse, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Howl's, Harrows. And last time, we had a bit of a double mission, which does not happen all that often anymore. The battles tend to be going much longer, but we managed to accomplish two pretty awesome missions, and one of which was against a Clan Smoke Jaguar Scout Lance. Well, not I say a scout, but really it was a whole bunch of 55-ton mediums that we managed to, well, basically blitz and did a fairly decent job on that. Got our hands on a pair of lacerator parts, so should the point arise where we manage to pick up two more Stormcrow parts, we will build the entire mech, and we seem to be picking up quite a few Clan XL engines. So at some point, hopefully in the near future, we'll probably clean up the rest of this planet, get a whole bunch of cash, and start traveling so that in the interim I can actually take all these Clan XL engines and put them into mechs, because the Phoenix Hawk has a normal XL engine, and dear God, I was terrified when that thing exploded. But that was a long time ago. Today, forward observers. Our scouts have observed Comstar military units covertly surveying military and industrial targets. This increased activity from Comstar near several priority facilities suggests a strike is coming soon. We are tasking you with intercepting the scout lance that's identifying targets and eliminating it before it can report back. This will be a 3-scale mission, 3 of 13 priority salvage, 341,200 C-bills as we drop down on Comstar. Oh boy, we picked a fight with a phone company. That may not have been our most brilliant plan yet. So as we drop down, we've got a full boatload once again, as long as we're not stuck, which we might be. Can you actually get up there if you were crazy? Possibly. We'll find out. We've got a full boatload in case I will do the introductions, and if it doesn't work, we'll restart the mission and get from the right place. But anyway, Death Crusade in the Wolverine with his AC-10, just for a little bit of accuracy. Coach driving the Griffin, which proved to be hilariously effective in the last battle, was great. Omega in the Bushwhacker. Showboat driving our Hunchback Jester in the Warhammer. Paradox in the Gladiator, which is really fun mech, actually. Paradox, or Mockingbird, back in the Shadowhawk, which only required minor repairs after we managed to get everything done. Apparently, the only thing that actually broke on the Shadowhawk was a couple of arm actuators, and that's a free repair that takes no time, so that was great. And Finn in the Burner Boy. The Phoenix Hawk required a couple more days of repair, so it's not quite ready to go, so the Shadehawk is going to be sort of on ice for a little bit. Alright, with that out of the way, let's go see if we can actually punch the phone company, or if we're going to have to restart the mission because all y'all got stuck up on the hills, which would be really bad. I think I'm going to have to, like, move them off in order, sort of-ish. Looks like some of you are getting off. I got to get that Griffin off, though, because it might actually be getting in the way. It looks like we're going to be intermingled pretty heavily. We're looking at least 2 Comstar Lances. Now, Comstars field their units in what are called levels, and a level is 6 mechs. Or at least I think a level 1 is 6 mechs, but yeah, it's not the same. They're even bigger than Clan Stars, so we could be facing about 12 mechs in this battle, and Comstar mechs are not really the sorts of things you want to be messing with. I'm actually going to wait on Showboat just to see if I can't move everybody else out of the way, just so we can sort of... Yeah, because it does seem like we are actually going to be able to get out of this corner, which is lovely. Thank you very much. We're not going to have to reset that, but it does look like we're going to have to sort of back ourselves out in proper order. Otherwise, well, everybody's getting in everybody else's wars. Alright, moving it. Alright, that was the big thing that was getting in most people's way. Once we get Paradox out of the way, that'll definitely open up the room for Showboat to move out. And it's like parking cars, or in this case, getting cars unparked. So yeah, Comstar Lance, not exactly known to be particularly nice, kind, or easy to kill. So we're going to have to figure out what's exactly going to happen when we run into him. However, Comstar gear is really good. So we're definitely going to want to get our hands on all that good stuff. And Comstar also was one of the most prevalent users of my very favorite mech, the Champion. So we may actually run into one and be able to get our hands on it. Oh, never mind. It's a Mad Cat. Okay, so I'm going to guess you're a Mad Cat Mark III, because if you're a Mad Cat Mark II, that's a 95-ton assault mech, whereas a Mad Cat Mark... Yeah, you're a Mad Cat Mark III. So it's going to be a 55-ton medium mech that is basically pretending that it's a Mad Cat. The normal version of this, and the only reason I know this is because we were looking this up recently on our Discord, we were chatting about the Talos. And, oh boy, we found everybody. Got a Shootist, not familiar, but actually, one of my players wanted to drive a Shootist in our Mech HQ game, which I desperately need to get back to. PDXCon threw a wrench in all of my plans. So we got a Shootist, we've got a Mad Cat Mark III, which is equipped with 2 medium lasers, 6 micro lasers, and then 2 LRM 20s, I think. Maybe a pulse laser in there too. Also, a up-armored Saladin, that's unfortunate. A Maxim Hover Transport, a little more fortunate. And a Venom, which often carries a snub-nosed PPC if you happen to be looking to manage to steal one. Let's get the Shadowhawk on the move. Apparently I moved the Shadowhawk about 6 inches forward. Not the worst thing in the world, actually, but that'll be sort of okay. Wasn't the plan, though. Griffin coming, we're gonna start our bombardment. It's time to rock and or roll. Target you in the middle. Oh, wow. I have so much sensor data. How did I get all that? It is just a normal AC-20. You know, I'm going to aim for the Saladin. No, we're going to aim for the slightly easier target. Bombing everybody and hitting the back of that Shadow Cat, which is, or not Shadow Cat, that Mad Cat. That'll be very helpful. Now, it is a Mad Cat and not a Timberwolf, because it is a separate variant. I do have a shot on you. I'm not going to take it. I have a shot on you. I shouldn't take it. Oh, God, you got a heavy PPC. Yeah, I'm going to run a sensor lock and I'm going to nail you. Sensor lock, please. Give me proper data on this target. We want to know everything. Stay at 25. It's a Venom, so I was hoping that any damage would cause tremendous damage, but a heavy PPC ain't no laughing matter. This is an amount of firepower I didn't want to deal with. This weapon system actually is kind of something I was originally planning to putting onto our Warhammer to swap out the normal ER large laser, which would be fun. Got an Oss Scout, completely ignorable. It has like a single medium laser. The only time when you actually need to fight an Oss Scout is when he's the last guy left, honestly. Or if you have nobody else to shoot at. Really, all scouts are totally ignorable. So the shootist is going to be a bit of a troublemaker for us. They're incredibly rare mechs. At least in 3025, they were incredibly rare mechs. The Firestarter, ignorable. A Crab, dangerous, because Crabs are packing 2 large lasers at the very least. And that's not a small amount of firepower. However, there is a Crab, I believe, that has a UAC 5, or maybe it's a RAC 5. But it is a single ballistic mount. Or was it an AC5? Oh, right, it's the Big Steel Claw. I'm not going to do the voice. It's getting too rough on my voice in order to actually do that right now. But yeah, the Big Steel Claw had a ballistic mount, which we liked to use. It was rather hilarious. Venom coming up with a heavy PPC. Oh, thank God, it missed by 53%. Keeping me alive. But yeah, we definitely want to hurt this Venom. We want to hurt him bad, and we want to blast him before he can do anything too dangerous to me. Also, I'm not... Oh, what is the shooter's got? I need to know. I can't remember. I looked this up recently when I was looking through the Mech HQ stuff, and I was like, one of them wants a shootist. Is this actually available in this time period? And the answer to that question, by the way, is no. Not particularly this time period. RogueTech actually takes place in like the 3100s. They claim it's like 3048, so that they can keep the clan mech without the clans actually conquering huge swaths of the initiative. But at the end of the day, technology level is not that. Alright, let's continue to run on forward. We'll get the Warhammer in nice and close and tight. Unfortunately, it's going to take us a little turn to get within range. Probably the same problem. Yeah, the Hunchback's going to take forever. Just because it's slow. But on the bright side, when the Hunchback actually gets within range, well, it's a heavy MRM-30, and you really can't argue with that one too much. At least not if you want to keep all your teeth in, because there's a heavy MRM-30. And let's see... Gauss Rifle. Missed by 1%. So the shootist we know is actually carrying a Gauss Rifle around, which is... not a pleasant thought to have to deal with, but at least we do have an altitude advantage. There is a reinforcing lance, which is very unfortunate. I'm going to move forward, get some interesting accuracy shots up here. And we have identified more. So we're faking potentially 18 mechs. Scorpion MRM, could be bad. Is this a second Crab? No, that is the original Crab. Right. Okay, what do we got for accuracy? Terrible. Really bad, actually. Shootist is an AC-20 Myrmidon, ER large laser. So if you fired the Gauss Rifle... Wait a second. Really? If this is a targeting tag, that's really dangerous, but if not, that's really pathetic. Who fired the Gauss Rifle? I don't know. Huh, that's a problem. This is also a fairly dangerous fire start. He's got a pair of large lasers, but at the end of the day, it's the shootist I care about. Blink! Managed to miss. That is unfortunate. Could have laid down a sense lock. I wasn't feeling like I was in a position to do that just about yet. However, we will. Unfortunately, the Firestarter is going to have some difficulty operating because the enemy is currently in the middle of a large lake, and that sucks. Brother Boy taking a tag in return. Luckily for us, not able to connect with that one, so we should be able to move up and be aggressive. I do want to kill the Venom first, I think, because the Venom's got a fairly ridiculous amount of firepower on board, and I don't want to have to face it. At least not right away. I'm going to move forward just at a normal walk pace so I can continue to bombard the crap out of things. Venom's actually not great shot, but Mad Cat, you're at 20%. Missed, but still managed to cause a decent amount of damage. Do we need to hit that Umar and Saladin? An AC-20 is an AC-20, so we're dealing with at least 2 AC-20s on the field right now. One from the shootist, one from the up-armored Saladin. So, oh, you've got it, don't you? Yeah, it's a Yellow Jacket with a Gauss Rifle. Okay, so that's where that came from. Brother Boy getting good shot at. Luckily for us, the AMS kicking on in, managing to keep it from getting shot at all. That was absolutely beautiful. 9 of 40 missile saves. So it is an LRM-20 that we're dealing with. I don't think it's Clan Tech. And a Mongoose. Mongoose are interesting. They have a lot of good cockpit gear that we'd love to steal. We're kind of in need of cockpit gear at the moment, by the way, because we had to, well, rebuild the Shadehawk's head, and that's taking a little while and a lot of gear. All right, moving most of our forces on front, but having this high ground advantage is going to be pretty fun. So is this just 3 groups of 4? That would be very odd. I'm not complaining, but it would be very odd because I was expecting Comstar. Maybe it's Word of Blake. No, Comstar is the one who uses levels because levels betrayed the one Avatar pilot. Right. And a PPC, another heavy PPC shot. Not as far of a run on that one. I might actually be able to get a decent shot when I shoot down at them. Here to go, fingers crossed, a Death Crusade. Can't get the shot, it's just not very good. Do I run in close? I think I run in close. Let's go take a peek and say hi. 47%, you have your single energy that I don't know. The maximum hover transport, yeah, you're dead. Oh, wow, good hits on that one. Managed to tear off his left arm entirely. Please unsteady, please unsteady. Not quite, but he will be unsteady, hopefully soon. If we want to overheat anybody, we're going to have to bring in a lot more firepower. Paradox.
What's up, boss?
Yeah, bring your gladiator on over. Let's see if we can't just pick him off before he can actually do anything. That is an intended goal of removing a heavy PPC from the table. Kick on the warlord. Let's make him suffer. Oh, that was one of the PPCs missed, but there goes the heavy PPC. Yeah, PPC capacitor explosion. Yeah, unfortunate, but we can deal with that. Not the worst thing in the world. Let's bring the Shadow Hawk on forward. It has accuracy on everybody. Hi, let's go upper cell. Not really. 27, 12, 61 is good. Ooh, 61 on the Firestarter is better because the Firestarter's got nothing in armor. Yeah, flood him with fire, baby. Listen, kill all realms. How much point defense are you carrying? The answer to that question is none. Good hits on target. Firestarter's lost most of his armor at this point, so he's basically a scout mech. Tween the large lasers blasting on towards us, not able to connect with the burner boy because the burner boy is far too evasive and far too aggressive, which is lovely. Can I bring Jester on forward? Ooh, maybe. He stood still. I'm going to shift slightly to the side to make sure I'm not shooting over the head of the burner boy. We have had some bad experience with that lately, so we're really trying to keep that to a minimum. I'm going to warlord this one, just see if I can actually manage to get that shot in properly. And I will actually go to full cluster for a 60% actually. Burst it. That's some good penetration right there. So even in the burst mode, which did not break the gun, lovely. Scout moving forward. Okay, good. So this Scout is pointless. It's got a single tag. It's not even a targeting tag, which would, bring down an artillery strike or something. It is just your regular run-of-the-mill tag. That's terrible. You are so pathetic. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean, but your mech sucks. It's probably the only mech he's ever had. He doesn't have a choice. He'll get into something bigger later on when he's raised higher in the ranks of the phone company after he's made enough calls. Oh shoot, I didn't want to move there. The reason I didn't want to move there is there's a mech of mine in between. 48%, I don't trust Omega to do that. I don't bloody trust Omega to do that. Omega's got like a 4 gunnery. He doesn't even have his level 5 in gunnery because he just got his level 5 in tactics. No, you're not shooting over the head of my Birdo boy. Not right now. Not with a Gauss rifle that powerful. Let's see what the enemy wants to respond with. Incoming fire from somewhere, I'd imagine. We're still on phase 13. This Iron Saladin I'm expecting to show up just right next to me so they blitz me with all kinds of deadly damage. Because, they can do that. They're hovercraft. They're very, very fast. So in order to kill them, you need to make sure that you absolutely nail them with something big. Or a lot of small things, but the lot of small things is going to take a while before it actually manages to burn through the enemy. Incoming fire, the Birdo boy. It seems to be up front. The mascot for everybody to shoot at, but that's fine. We're dealing with that without too much trouble. And on to phase 10. How is the enemy going to respond? With which direction do they wish to push? Because I'm going to be honest, holding this position up here is going to be beautiful. Just aiming down on the targets. The accuracy bonus is tremendous. I'm really surprised this Firestarter didn't move. Because him not moving has placed him in an incredibly vulnerable position. I've got 2 Gauss rifles in this company right now. And that may grow at some point. So I've got some pretty nasty hits that I can dish out. Mongoose coming on in, rushing through the water. He will... Oh, light PPC Mongoose. That's a cool one. So not as toothless as most Mongoose, although there is the other Mongoose that has a whole bunch of pulse lasers, and that one is nasty if it hits you. Just because it blitzes you with all kinds of firepower, although that might be the one. They've got another Gauss rifle in reply. They've also got a couple of... Hi, Mad Cat. Yeah, you're providing ECM protection to everybody, aren't you? Oh, and you pulsed. Ew. Luckily, I'm going to be able to move and get most of that off, but still, you pulsed. That's going to be painful. Paradox... the Gladiator is in a position to continue to move in to engage somebody. So let's rush on over. It looks like we're not going to be able to shoot that, but that'll be fine. That, of course, being the Mongoose off in the corner. Oh, that's dirty fire. So a pair of PPCs managed to nail the Maxim, and it just, there goes the Maxim. And it does look like these are actual enemy lances and not levels, because that's 50% of the enemy reinforcements gone already. Alright, so the reinforcements not faring all that well. Still want to kill the Saladin before he can do anything. He's part of the reinforcements too. I'd like to take the Mad Cat reasonably intact, though. Oh. Interesting. It is a ballistic armed with an MML7. Oh, I know this crab. I've had this crab. This was the crab that we had in Ripper's Rumblers. It is a pair of light AC5s, an MML7 pack, and 2 medium lasers, I think. There's not a lot of space in this mech. It's pretty good, though. If this is the crab that I'm remembering. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I think the lasers are more reliable and can last longer, but it'll do some really good job. We're just going to rush on forward. That'll allow us to settle the gun, be more accurate. After all, we've only got 6 more shots remaining on this thing. It's way too light. I need to get more ammunition on this bloody mech. Of course, the Wolverine probably just needs a full redesign, but, you know, the arm-mounted AC-10 is fun. Kind of would rather put an arm-mounted AC-20 onto it. An Ultra AC-20 on a Wolverine. That would be a nice fist to the face. I just need to get an XL engine in it, which I have 3 Clan XL engines, but I'm kind of saving those for other things. Burner Boy could move quite on in close, but the Bushwhacker I think is going to move in first because the Bushwhacker might be able to get a fairly accurate shot at somebody. After all, it has a Gauss rifle, and these things are known for their beautiful, beautiful accuracy. Oh, I could shoot you. Whoa. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to shoot you. Pulses away. Nailed him with the Gauss rifle plus the pulse follow-up. Crit, crit, crit. Did not crit.
Good to go.
The point of that mech is to, you know, burst on. Oh yeah, you have a more important job to do. Like, you're gonna attack the Mad Cat. No, you're not. You are absolutely not attacking the Mad Cat. You are gonna sensor lock the Mad Cat, just to mess with it. So sensor lock, Mr. Mad Cat. Little tiny as a Mad Cat 3, of course. Oh, I have detail. Okay, so it's 4 ER medium lasers and 6 micro lasers. All right, so there's 2 ER mediums per arm, not 1. You guys are all lovely, but you know what? There's only 1 target for me. Hi.
Time to unload.
Goodbye. Okay, so the Saladin's taken care of. That's one of the AC-20s off the field. So 1 AC-20 remaining on the field, plus a Gauss rifle on a plane. We do, of course, have an LRM-40 we're going to have to worry about. And the Burner Boy, of course, getting shot up by the twin large lasers, currently equipped with a fire starter, who, if he doesn't move, is going to get killed. Because, yeah, I've got another set of cluster... I don't think he moved.
Yes, Commander.
That was a mistake. You have no idea how big a mistake that was. Oh, yeah. We're just going to walk right up onto it. You're cute, but no. You're also cute, but no. Not as cute. Yeah, your center torso is open, and I've got a cluster round just for you. Crits did not crit as well as I was hoping. That looked like it ended up drifting a bit low, so the drop-off on that, not quite as well as you'd expect from hypersonic projectiles, but hey, we're going to have to deal with that. That's part of this combat whirlwind. The shootist moving up. Managed to nail us with the large laser. Luckily for us, the AC-20 missed. That would have been pain. However, if we stay sort of to the edge of his range, the AC-20 is not exactly known for its long-range combat capabilities, so we can kind of brutalize that a little bit. Let's rush on forward and say hi. I have a gift. Now, I don't have all of the missiles I'd like to shove at your way, but I do have most of them, so, yeah, burn it, baby. And that's plus 100 heat. Oh, yeah. Somebody has a target in the next round. Coach!
Ready to rock.
Right, your Griffin's going to start coming forward. Keep in the cover, definitely. We don't want to expose it. Oh, maybe not. He does have an ER large laser, but I don't think I'm that worried about it just yet. Not going to drop on that. That'd be far too close to my own people. The shootist is a direct line of sight. We'll take it.
Here we go.
Ba-boom. We missed, but we still hit quite badly. It's lovely. Arrow for artillery. You missed! By how much? Not enough. Alright, showboat.
What can I do for
Are
you?
your MRMs in a position? They could be in a position. No position for a direct line of sight, which is a tad disappointing. I was kind of hoping to be able to bore into his shoulder, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. 29%, you know, I have the ammo to do it. Let it rock. And we'll just sort of flood him with some missile fire. Just to let him know, yes, we see you. We understand that you're there, and we're going to rip you apart once we get a chance to. Yellow Jack can come on forward. Got to be careful of his gas rifle. And where's it going to shoot? As long as it doesn't hit a head. If it hits a head, I'm going to be in a lot of pain because that'll kill it. Ooh, missing the Bushwhacker by 20%. We do want to kill this thing sometime soon. As soon as we can. Alright, back up to the top of initiative. Death Crusade and his Wolverine. Could actually come up quite heavily and just absolutely butcher this Mad Cat. Like, we have the technology. Hi, buddy. It's a 99% chance accurate shot. How about if I offensive pushed it? It's a 94% accurate shot. Oh yeah, you can't target heads with offensive push. I forgot for a second there. Do I want to lay a sensor lock down on him? I think I do, just to make sure. I don't want him getting lost in the generalness. I'm not even sure what to say about it. In the general haze of accuracy, but blast him with everything he got. There goes his arm. There goes his engine. Well, his engine crit, and 2 of his ER medium lasers destroyed. But now he's in a bit of a bad mood, I'd imagine. Let's bring Paradox up to just continue to put on the bad mood. Now, why am I going for his front instead of trying to angle for his side? I want him to bail. Well, there goes his left leg, and there goes his engine. So goodbye, you. So that is the entirety of the reinforcements taken care of. Unfortunately, the Mad Cat did not survive in any real fashion. Bird Boy getting a couple shots into him. Not anything too serious, though, so we are feeling pretty confident of that. If that fire starts standing still, again, I'm going to just fire a cluster shell right into his center torso, and hopefully we manage to get something good off of that. We'll rush the Burner Boy on over. Hi, little shootist. Well, you're not little. You're quite big, actually. I've got to give you credit. You've definitely been eating your vegetables, and maybe you shouldn't be, because fire. Accuracy is, a lot of misses on that one. Only plus, wow, every single one except for 1 managed to miss. That's pretty awful, actually. Maybe I should shoot the mongoose, make sure it doesn't actually get in the way, because I kind of want to take the shooters mostly intact, because it is a fairly large mech. Crab coming in with his light rifles. Yeah, 35 damage for sure. His MMLs are not getting through. I think he's the only missile carrier at this point, or at least he's the only one who's shown any desire to use the missiles on his missile carrier. Bring the Griffin on further forward. Oh, actually, now the Griffin can just continue his sort of sideways engagement, because it's funny to me. 57, blast him.
I got you.
Boom! That is a direct hit on that target. So another 48 damage. We are... Oh, were you too close? Was somebody too close? You've lost 16 health. Ooh, maybe that was a little bit of the edge of the blast waves. We'll have to be a little bit more careful about that. I don't want the Griffin damaging the Burner Boy a bit too badly. Although we are looking at 2 ECM fields, one coming off the Crab, one coming off our Mongoose over here. So if they intersect, that'll start becoming a really difficult to hunt through. Not having a sensor lock is a pretty big deal in this game. So that's one of the reasons why so many of my pilots are starting to go in towards sensor lock, just to ensure that we can constantly scan people every single round, or at least try to. Mongoose coming on forward with his custom paint job, and he's now fully covering, which is unfortunate. Mockingbird, Shadowhawk. Right, let's see if we can't deal with this the good old-fashioned way, shall we? Not you, but you. Set everything to Inferno. Inferno SRM's 83% accuracy. Let's light him up. And that is gonna be 154 heat. Buddy, you're on fire. I don't care that it's a Tundra. I really don't care. I can burn you. I can burn you in many ways. Incoming enemy fire. Managed to miss by 60%. Not sure what auto cannon that is. I'm going to assume a 10. It is a PO tank. And shot from rather long range. That's not an AC-20. It's far too... Well, maybe not far too long for an AC-20. But definitely would be a very long range shot for an AC-20 to attempt to make. I'm going to rush right up in here. Good time. And the reason why I rushed over here is because I can shoot the shooters, but I kind of would prefer to shoot the mongoose to eliminate the effect that he's currently providing. Yes, no more ECM anymore. I'm not dealing with that. So Mongoose is dead on the ground. And Jester. Jester, do you still have a target on that fire starter who still has not appeared to have moved?
Position confirmed.
How's your gun? How have we been treating it? It's still in good condition. Lovely. Oscott is interesting and cute. The shootist I could knock over quite handily. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Right, so 1 into the shootist. 1 into you. And you're gonna go Bravo. Now, yes, this is the more knockover potential dealt over to the Firestar, but still. I think I'm gonna blitz him with enough lasers to push him over the edge on this one. Oh, please don't. Apparently not. How are you not dead? Your center torso is exposed, and I've been blasting you every single round with cluster shells. How have you not exploded yet? Well, in any event, he's on the ground. Do I have anybody else who can move? I don't think so. We're on phase 16. I have Omega. Ooh, I do have Omega. Unfortunately, the shootist is going to move first. Let's see what he actually tries to do. He is on a chemical fire. He'll try and get that most under control, but it blitz me with all that fire on the pulses. So, do you actually get under control? Because that was a lot of shooting. His heat is critical. Yeah, we're going to shut him down. All right, Omega. Let's come up over here. And you may actually want to shoot its multiple directions. Is that seriously a 61% on a helicopter? No. That is seriously. Fire. Taken out. Okay, Yellow Jacket taken care of. So the Yellow Jacket had a gas barrel. That was one of the most dangerous things. So now the most dangerous thing still is the shootist, which I really want to shut down and take care of. And it looks like the Oscott has decided he wants to get up close and personal. He's going to go tagging me from point blank range and not able to connect because obvious reasons. The Shadowhawk can absolutely fry this guy. If I can just get a shot at him. Scorpion Lamb over. Lamb? That can't be. Oh, MRM. Alright, Finn. Time to bring the Brennan Boy on in. Time to bring him around. We need to focus on his left side for now, just in order to get his him under control. I'm going to give it a little bit of distance just to make sure that I'm not putting myself in too much danger. But hi, my buddy, my friend. Have some joy. And plus 12060, that's a mech shut down right there. He's lost his evasion. He's incredibly vulnerable. We're going to leave him to toast for a round. And then we're going to barbecue him again. So we will now probably focus on potentially the mongoose that is right on top of me. Or we could try and torch out this guy. Or, of course, there's the... Yeah, we might go after the crab because the crab decided to come within SRM range. It's a really nice mech. Like, the equipment on this thing, there's a lot of fantastic equipment on this crab that you really want to rip off of it, if at all possible. Coach, yeah, your Griffin is... You know what, your Griffin's got a coup de grace. You see protection going down? No, because I want to think you've attacked. Yeah, just give him the coup de grace. It is a Firestarter Omni, which is a good mech. But we hit him with artillery. So goodbye. Alright, Firestarter taken care of. We're down to 2 plus 3, 7. 2 plus 3 is 7. No, much less than 5. Alright, the Hunchback can probably just burn this Oscout down to the ground. Yeah, just do what you do really well, darling. Cooking, let's not cook so much. Showboat's becoming my master of MRMs, and that's why. There's another one down. Down to 4. Alright, Paradox, it's the Gladiator and Death Crusades and the Wolverine. Let's get the Gladiator engaged. Let's get into a little bit of gladiatorial combat. And take aim, 73% is not bad at all. Oh, twin hit on the PPCs, plus all that. His right arm is destroyed. There goes this light AC5 and a headshot, but he managed to ignore it because he has, I don't think it's an armored cowl, but he does have some bonus to that. That will not hit. I am going to reserve you so that I can move in Mockingbird, because Mockingbird is going to light this guy on so much fire. I don't care that you're in the water. Oh, you know what? There's no point. Not LRMs. But give me less than kill SRMs. And there it goes. So, it's down to 3 mechs. Patrick materials tier 2 would be pretty nice. It's 0.6 tons, I believe. Jester, or no, it's 0.4, right? They came down, not up. The Warhammer can move into a fairly nice position to absolutely blitz anybody who wants to. I really don't want to shoot at this leg because I think I might take it off. I will aim for your head, and I will shut off most of my weapon system. I'm going to set this down to a penetrator. See if we can actually manage to nail that. We're just going to give him a little bit of needle. Yeah, neither of those was his head. Oh, AC-20 ammunition explosion. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. I shouldn't have done that. That was my fault. That was my fault. I got too aggressive. I wanted to be very, very powerful on him just to make it so he was vulnerable and breaking the mech. Now, to be fair, in my own defense, the mech doesn't look good because it's a placeholder at the moment, but still, kind of professionalism. You want to do a good job, and, well, that was lazy. PI heavy tank shifting over to the side, fire into the burner boy, managed to miss by 46%. I don't think he hit anybody behind us, but it certainly came gosh darn close. So we're going to have to get the burner boy on top of that PO tank to annihilate it. I don't think the MRM Scorpion has more than an MRM 20 at most, probably an MRM 10. Scorpions are not exactly well endowed with heavy weapon systems. It could be a 20. Yeah, probably a 20. Nothing too serious. If I can get a burner boy over there, if I can get a burner boy in the right position, I can probably burn both of them at the same time. Alright, Wolverine. Show me a shot on your... There it is. Took a while to find it. There was a blue line of sight. Come on, give it to me. There. I'm not able to shoot through the Warhammer. So, you know what? You're just going to run on forward. I'm not going to risk a shot. I want to try and take this thing as intact as possible. I mean, it is a Comstar mech still. Yeah, his heat critical is override successful. Congratulations. That's not going to save you. Death Crusade. Do me a favor, continue to walk in, not against this guy, but against this guy. Sure, why not go for the front shot? Not sure why the accuracy is so bad, but double tap. Oh, you managed to hit it. Good job on that one. Structure exposed already. We can come in there and we can absolutely barbecue people. The Shadowhawk is not... Yeah, you're the one I need to get done. So, yeah, just shut him. Get him to eject.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
If at all possible. He's not ejecting.
Target
Oh, there he goes. Okay. I figured he would. Alright, so that's most of the parts of a shootist on that one. We are going to shift over... You know what? We're going to jump, because why not? It's the middle of the cold weather. We may as well take advantage of our jump jets and fly over to the side. If I manage to get a decent shot, I might be able to completely annihilate the target. We'll rush on forward. Doesn't have a target at the moment, but that's okay, because what we're going to end up doing is we're going to turn these back to our listen kill LRMs. Why do you not have a shot? No idea. Okay, EWS ping. Everything. Were you in range of my EWS ping? I'm all in gem, so we'll be able to fight in the next round. Gladiator? Oh, it will have a shot, which is going to be fairly lovely. Yeah, we'll fight from maximum range. That'll be fine. 27% is not exactly great. You know what? I'm going to warlord it for the maximum potential of damage and screw you. PPC, PPC. Missed by huge, gigantic numbers, which is somewhat unfortunate because that would have been really nice if we'd managed to kill them from this range, but that was not to be. However, they are currently on top of each other, which makes life just all the more amusing. Hi, buddy.
I'm on him.
Ba-boom. 13% to something down here. Not sure what, but we're not going to want to cause too much damage to the somethings there because we want to steal the mechs. Yeah, we'll come up over here, see if we can have a decent shot. You are exposed on the side. Turn on all the weapon systems. Everything goes back on. And silver bullet gas to cluster mode. We're going to warlord this to the maximum power that we can throw at it.
Target confirmed.
Lasers all over the place, and I don't think he got hit once. So good job on your evasive driving right there. Very unfortunate. I would have preferred to have utterly annihilated him, but that was not to be. Your gun is still not jammed, which is good. That silver bullet gas rifle when firing in cluster mode has a chance of actually exploding, which is less than ideal. So the PO tank deciding not to fire its auto. Oh, it looks like it was jammed. Oh, lucky for me. Yeah, it is an AC-10 as we thought.
What can I do for you?
All right, Hunchback. Time to bring Showboat's Hunchback into the game. If I can just... There. Kind of a shot. Hopefully it won't hit anybody. I mean, there's kind of an angle there where that should work, right? I think. 29, 21. Shut off the medium lasers. It's not going to hit anything anyway. Fire. I just need a few missiles on target. I did not get a few missiles on target. That is very unfortunate. We'll have to wait for the burner boy to get on top of things.
Hey,
Oh my god, you can't hit the broadside of the barn to save your life. I mean, maybe, but I doubt it. You know what? Try and blitz him down. He doesn't have that much health in that torso. Oh, that was a good hit with the Gauss rifle. Lots of solid damage on the PO tank. I'm very happy to see that, actually. I take it back. You could hit the broadside of a barn, and quite severely as well. So he's fully exposed, and he's got almost no armor back there. The Scorpion out. Going to blast a whole bunch of shots over to the burner boy, but the burner boy is feeling fine. He has no qualms with just coming over and beating the ever-loving crap out of this guy. Gladiator, I need you to get a line of sight. You know what? You are going to take that shot, because why the heck not? 73%. Let it rip. There we go. Okay, now there's only one target that needs a die in, and I happen to have a mic that is very, very good at making vehicles a die. So if someone would give me the burner boy, and if someone could jump on a... Can you walk to that target? You can walk to the target? Oh, that's beautiful. Hi, buddy, my friend, my pal. Goodbye. Alright, taken care of. So, Comstar is no longer poking around in these parts. We've paid the phone bill. We don't need to bother with you. Thank you very much. So the Comstar offensive has been curbed. That very thought is just rather ridiculous to me. But yeah, there's no actual shootist model. It is a fairly solid mech, I believe, but not exactly one of my favorites, so I don't feel too bad about not getting it, but I still feel it feels unprofessional not to have gotten that properly. Managing to shoot him just because we wanted to give it a shot and then causing an ammunition explosion. I just wanted to blow off his head and see if I could make the pilot panic and run away, but apparently that was not to be. 287,470 is not terrible. We took very minimal damage on that. Lots of fire coming our way, but not much of it actually managed to hit, so that's quite beautiful for us. Feeling fine on that one. Alright, a whole bunch of crab parts. 2 Mark II Madcap parts, or Mark III Madcap parts actually came out of that alive, which is rather impressive. And Oscout, don't care about. There's the shooters. Yeah, 1, 2, only 3 parts of that shooters made it out. Oh, it's a 70-ton mech, and we just blew it up. That's unfortunate. Hey, it's a Blackwell gas rifle. I've already got 2 of them. I don't need any more. A Blankenburn. 50% critical weapon variable plus to minus 10. Yeah, no thanks. Pair of large lasers, optics, narc launchers, MRM-20s, they're okay. They're not the heavy MRM-30 that I have, though. There is an armored cowl on that mech. I actually didn't think so, but it's cool. Comm suite to replace the one that I lost recently. A couple of endo steels. I think I'm good on endo steel, am I? Yeah, I've got 2. I'm fine. How many C3 slaves? I've got 1. I could pick up a second. But we'll have to see about double heatsink kits, if they're at all in existence here. Heatsinks, Omni lowers. This is from the Madcap Mark III. Sensor recons. Wow, that's really terrible, actually. I have 2 tons of double ammo, which is still okay. I have 3 tons of this? I do. Okay, lovely. Right, that's unfortunate. Not as much good stuff as I kind of wanted. I'm going to grab the rangefinder for the accuracy increase. Could grab a couple of Omnipod lowers, but ooh, I could use them on my fire starter. This would give him a +1 accuracy with arm-mounted weapons. That may actually be worth it. Artemis 4 I think I'm good with, but it is a clan Artemis 4, and the clan Artemis 4 is lighter, so it's easier to fit into random builds, but I don't think I'm using any Artemis 4 missiles right now. Heatsink +1 is totally worthless to me. A 280 rated fusion core would actually be pretty good if I don't have one. Thinking about that just in case when we build another mech at a heavier range. Yeah, I'm actually feeling okay about that one. Comm suite and the rangefinder would be pretty nice, but none of the weapons really speak to me as something that I really want to throw into a mech and let it run around. I mean, there was the clan Omnipods, but I'd rather have these. Just because I can put the rangefinder in a cockpit slot, which I need. Comm suite, same deal, because I don't have a whole bunch of cockpit mods at the moment. I'm a little bit short, so let's just lock that down. And we managed to get our hands on 2 Venom parts and 2 Mongoose parts, so good selling fodder on that one. Energy targeting system, but it's not a plus of any kind. Got a basic sensor, which is worthless to us, and a whole bunch of worthless ammo. So a really bad random roll on that one, but some interesting equipment. So I can't complain too much about it. We will hopefully be able to continue to push out and push forward. Was, if I'm honest, preferring to run into a champion, but that was not to be. We also ran into the world's dumbest fire starter who decided to just simply stand still and get shot at a lot. Gotta say, buddy, that was not a good long-term survival strategy. It allowed you to get knocked over and then hit with arrow for artillery. So, yeah, maybe next time don't stand still. Probably a good idea. So we managed to come out of that one with an okay amount of cash. We're still sort of getting our way back up, but we're going to have to take a couple of missions for cash, purely because, 1, I've got to totally rebuild the Nova, and that's going to be expensive as all hell. And 2, I've got to build up a cash reserve so I can start putting in other parts into my mechs. Like the XL engines that we picked up, the clan ones, those are probably going to be in the neighborhood of $500,000 to a full million worth of C-bills to put them in every single mech. So the Warhammer's probably going to get one just to give it even more firepower, because I might even go dual Gauss Rifle Warhammer. That might not be a terrible idea. But I'll have to definitely sort of look into it. I do like the Silver Bullet, though. Silver Bullet as a cluster shell, just able to bash everything is incredibly powerful. 10,000 for 2 days, which is not bad. It means we can cycle through and get our pilots back at about the same time as our mechs. And, whew, yeah, Shadehawk is still 3 days away from being built, so I think I'll put the Shadehawk up top, and that'll be done in 2 days. And the Nova will be ready soon. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and pause. So I think that's 3 of our mechs. The Shadehawk should be back, yes? It is. Okay, lovely. We got our 45-ton DACA machine. It's so unfortunate that it doesn't have weapons. However, with the new Phoenix Hawk coming with heavy metal, I anticipate there will actually be a rotary autocannon there, or at least an ultra autocannon, which would be really, really fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So only the Nova is still in repairs for another 12 days, as you can see. Yeah, it got hit pretty gosh darn hard. Luckily for us, the Hag is still intact. However, we're down to a single ton of hyper assault gas rifle ammo, which is painful. All right. Let's see, we've got, let's go take a look at what sort of missions are at the lower level. After, of course, we check our pilots. Pilots are very important. We want to know. Inquiring minds wish to know how good these pilots are. No. No.
Waiting for orders.
No.
Receiving you.
No.
Yes, Commander.
No.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, yes, an
Waiting
Omega.
for orders.
So Omega's leveled
I
up.
hear ya.
So we can give him a level of gunnery, or what's on your initiative? Oh, -5 heat protect. That's good. That's really good. And we're not going to be on a tundra planet forever. Eventually, we will move. Let's go take a look at the contract, see if there's anything simple and easy to get through. Cross your fingers, because whenever we say that, it never ends up being. Heavy Lures, a straight-up battle, 3 of 13. Who's it against? It is against the planetary government, so I don't anticipate the salvage being amazing, but I can make nearly 1 million C-bills off of it. On a 2 skull? If I did that, it'd be a 1 of 4. I'm only losing like 100,000. Yeah, let's do that. 1 of 4 with 821,000. Just to sort of give us a little bit more cash, take a somewhat lower level mission. Do we want to just go with this? I think we might want to just, yeah. Yeah, this will be solid. We'll drop with 63,000. And that'll allow us to do a nice, quick, aggressive mission at 2 skull. Although apparently this is only a single skull. Do you have any better pilots? Yeah, let's rock and roll. We'll see if we can pull this thing off with most of our heat power, as well as the Warhammer and the Gladiator. So 2 skull, going back into a polar biome with overheating mechs, but the amount of overheating that we throw at the enemy is pretty gosh darn significant. If we ever bring those mechs to a polar, or not to a polar, but to a lunar biome, yeah, we're just going to turn everybody off. Now, of course, the Shadowhawk does have a couple of problems at the moment with its own heat generation. It can't really just continue to rapid fire that weapon unless it's in a polar biome very often, but when it does, oh boy, does it hit like a truck, which is a lot of fun. So yeah, see if we can't make a little bit of money this round. Another 800,000 or so will go a long way. We do need to start actually building up a fairly significant cash reserve. Because like I said, I've got 3 Clan XL engines I got to start dropping into mechs, and that's going to be expensive as all heck. The Shadehawk deserves a Clan XL engine just for the survivability. I'm kind of surprised I haven't done it yet, or at least pulled that thing out. But it does have a Rack 5 with just buku amounts of ammunition, which is really, really good. I also made sure to include the Case 2 in it to make sure that it didn't explode and die. But anyway, heavy lure. Commander, Tortugan Dominions is tracking an extremely heavy mech with local government heraldry. This provocation is most certainly made for a trap. We'd like you to spring the trap. Engage the heavy mech and intercept the forces the planetary government sends to defend it and destroy them all. Oh crap, it's heavy lure. Shoot. Darn it, this is what I get for not reading mission briefings ahead of time. Should have taken this one for salvage. Oh, it's got to be a heavy mech. It's going to be heavy mech, and I took this one for 104. If it's an Orion, that'll work out, because I have 4 Orion parts. But 800... I should have paid more attention. Did not pay attention, and it's going to bite me in the behind a little bit. So we're dropping down on this one. Let's see if we're stuck, because if we're stuck, I may end up resending the mission. Just because, you know... Okay, we're not stuck. No mission restarts for me, and it is fighting 2 full lances, which really kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping to get away with only fighting the one, just to run this one super fast through the mission, but that's not going to be. Shadowhawk is going to... Oh, we're just going to get so bogged up on here. At least one of my mechs can fly almost. So we're going to have to sort of cycle our way on up. The Warhammer, of course, bringing up the rear, as it is the slowest mech I've got. However, that means, of course, that it's going to be very difficult for our... Oh, we don't have the Burner Boy? Oh, no, the Burner Boy's up front. No. The Gladiator following up behind all that. So we've got 2 mediums, a heavy, and a... Well, it's not a light. It's another medium. 3 mediums and a heavy. So we are the stereotypical combat lance. There's going to be a lot of interesting terrain to get through. Finn.
Good to go.
Yes, continue your movement, your aggressive charge on forward. Do you have any eyes? I didn't think so. So he's just going to sort of range it. Oh, we do have eyes. Timberwolf. I hate you so much.
Waiting for orders.
I've got 2 parts of a
Roger,
Timberwolf.
Skipper.
If I had taken this one for salvage, I could have guaranteed a Timberwolf. Oh, that's so very angering. I saw planetary government, like, there's no way. I'm not going to run in any clan mechs. There's no concern for that. But nope. Apparently the planetary government has its hands on Timberwolves at 2 skull. At a 2 skull mission, it's got to... I don't know how that happens, but you know what? We're going to have to duel with them. We're going to have to duel with them in a Warhammer and beat him. Which, to be fair, our Warhammer can probably take him. We're 5 tons heavier, and we have quite a bit of good... And Owens as well. So we have nothing but advanced Omnimax, right? I don't know what that was. It flickered too fast for me to see. So we got a Stinger. Okay, 2 advanced Omnimax, an unknown over there. So we're dealing with 5 mechs here at least. I'm guessing 8, just because of the Twin Lance setup right here. And the Light Inferno carrier, of course, which is not going to be as bad as you'd think, just purely because of the environment. So we're also going to be doing the exact same thing to try and light people on all the fire to take control of them. But we might do... It's a hero one, too. Because why not? I hate you so much right now, game. BBC on an Owens didn't realize that was a thing. We're going to come over and make sure that he gets a spanking because that was incredibly impolite. How dare you, sir. Shadowhawk or the Burner Boy, both of which are fairly fine candidates for what we have in mind. We'll just cycle on forward. I'm so annoyed. It was a hero version. It's the Great White. I don't know what that is, but I want it. Light Inferno carrier could come with a 16%, or I can just blitz this Owens with a whole bunch of missile fire. I think that was the right choice. Did you jam anything, by the way? Oh, always seems to jam that. I gotta figure out something to increase that. What needs increasing is more gunnery skill, but still. It's really irritating to have to deal with that. Light him on fire. Oh, I should have probably sensor locked you. Plus 2 heat. Apparently his heat was really, really crazy on that one. Locust, Stinger, right. So we got a whole bunch of lights here. So the Timberwolf is definitely the Great White Lure, which we were looking for, which is unfortunate because I wanted it. This will teach you to pay more attention to your mission briefings before you just rush off on them. Take your time, relax, and have a good time. After all, we had time. I think we'll probably finish this in the next 15 minutes. And here comes the Inferno rockets. Luckily for us, not able to connect at all. He has a whole bunch of Oh, you idiot. You absolute idiot. You came within striking distance, I'm sure, next turn of the Burner Boy. That's going to be lovely. Do you have a target here? Not good enough. We'll wait with it. We'll get a good target on that Owens, and we'll make him pay in the next round. Panther coming up forward. It's a 1DKA. I can't imagine that's not a hero version. Oh, wow. That's a lot more than I was contracted for. Alright, it's a 12 max against my 4. I probably should have brought everybody. Yeah, this is not ending in the next 15 minutes. Who's moving? It's a Locust. I don't care. Unless you're a Locust 2. You're a Locust 2C? I can't tell. I just see that you're a Locust. Are you going to do anything about that? Or not really? No, not quite in your purview? Okay, that's fine. Moving on phase 21. Yeah, I got beat by everybody, it looks like. Yeah, we're moving on 19 at early. So they got three stacked on top of 19. So that'll be fine. We'll light this missile carrier on fire. It'll be good. So you got a pair of smalls and a pulse laser. Or not a pulse laser, and a PPC. That's not terrible. It's also not great because it looks like you stood still, which you did. Oh god, you're such an idiot. Timberwolf moving at massively high values. Give me Finn. Right, Finn. Finn is going to be able to do exactly what I need him to. Oh, it's a helicopter. Great. So we have even more pain about to come our way. You can set up right there. It'll be beautiful. We'll ignore the super lights for a little while. And what else do we reveal? Arrow. Okay, blackjack with a lot. It has a pirate pulse laser and 6 machine guns. Chameleon, a couple of medium large lasers. Oh, the Hetzer. That's going to suck. Light this Inferno carrier on all the fire, please. Thank you. Okay, we don't have to deal with his crap. Oh, 50% of the initial force. Okay, so less forces than I thought. But still going to be painful because of that that very, very irritating to fight thing. I'm moving off to the side just so I'm not blocking the path for the other mechs when they're going to shoot over my head. Switch over to SRMs. We're going to set them to... Do I boil them? No, I think we just hit him with listen kills and see if we can't break his armor down. We're not in a great drilling position, but you never quite know. We got an upper arm destroyed, managed to pull out one of his blaze fires. And I think... Did you unjam? Unjam. Okay, lovely. So you have an entire salvo ready to go for somebody. Large laser, that's... Should have fired in pulse mode? Oh, no, that's the Chameleon. Never mind. So, yeah, that'll be... Not that unfortunate to deal with. Gladiator, come on forward. See if you can't get a decent shot on this one. Oh, absolutely. You know what? Go full warlord on this, because I think I'm going to be able to take control of that Timberwolf when it actually gets to me. Good hit on the... Oh, just annihilated. So there goes 25% of the local government supporting Lance. He did not stand a chance. Who else is going to come for me now? There comes the arrow. Expects the pulse laser. Oh. That was fairly accurate. Unfortunately accurate. So the Burner Boy under way more fire than I want him to be under at this point in time. I want him to be avoided by all the damages so I can just kill everybody with, well, punitive ease. 9.6, 18, 13. You know what? No, we're going to shoot at the arrow. Yeah, no connection, but we weren't expecting it either. We have enough ammunition to sort of burn through a couple of rounds, and as long as I'm not firing in cluster mode, I don't really care that much because it doesn't break. If we fired in cluster mode, it has a chance of breaking, which is why I was considering shooting at the yellow jacket with that cluster shell, but I decided it wasn't worth it. Stinger coming around for a little bit of a melee action. Managing to miss us entirely, lovely. Also has his back towards, or at least his side, towards our forces, which will be even more lovely. So I'm kind of hoping... Oh, lots of lasers, but they're only mediums, so I'm not that... Oh, is that the Hetzer? Please tell me that's the Hetzer. I want that so much to be the Hetzer. There was a version of the Hetzer that has 4 medium lasers, and that's it. It is the worst Hetzer of all of them. Even the LRM Hetzer has the ability to attack from outside of being... Nice shot. Managed to miss us and blasted his locust buddy in the back. So thank you very much for eliminating part of the enemy arsenal. I can definitely use that in the near future. What I'm hoping with his... He'll bring his Timberwolf around so I can get into range with the Shadowhawk and we can burn him to the ground. Because in this environment, as long as we are moderately accurate, we can absolutely barbecue anything. All right, back up to the top. We are Paradox's #1 in the Gladiator. So here's the plan. You're going to get right up close and personal with this guy. And if you want to come to me, buddy, you're going to have to get right up on top of me. 48% is not all that great, but you know what? Oh, that was nasty. He did not exist for very long at that point. I didn't realize the Snubnose PPCs were going to be quite that effective against him. But he's down. We next need to take that Locust, which is rather evasive, but you know, if the Panthers taught us anything, it's just shooting your friends is really fun. And here comes the Chameleon. He'll have large laser. 4 large lasers and a Chameleon. I did not expect that one. That's really cool, actually. That's a solid load-up, actually.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, the Burner Boy is going to, of course, start running to engage his next victim. Do I want to run here? Or, no, that's a little bit open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce. Why am I going to bounce? Because bouncing allows me to be a little bit extra aggressive. Hi. So I am going to bounce, and I'm then going to lay a sensor lock down on top of you, because at the very least I am going to get incendiary LRM rounds on top of you. But for now, I'm also going to light you on as much fire as I can possibly get into you. Missed twice. That's unfortunate, but 80 heat is always a good sign. So he is now over his heat threshold, and he'll have to deal with that. He may end up deciding to punch, but he does have a pair of ERPPCs, so duck. If either of those had hit the Burner Boy, it might have been lights out. But those ERPPCs, buddy, you're going to have trouble handling that kind of heat. Oh, yeah. I don't care who you are. You start firing off ERPPCs, your heat threshold is going way through the roof. So good play on that one. Arrow 4 coming down in, going to shoot the Gladiator, which I don't care all that much about. He didn't manage to get all that accurate shots. And the Gladiator at the end of the day has the armor to take it. Although the Burner Boy at this point could probably shut down the Timberwolf on his own. I'd rather have him being shut down by the Shadowhawk so that I can then use the Burner Boy to force the ejection for all those parts. Oh, I'm so angry at myself that I didn't have... I could have had a Great White. So angry at myself that I didn't do it. And it's totally my fault. I didn't read through the entire thing, and so there's a Timberwolf. It's really cool. Locust coming on in over to the side, deciding he doesn't want to engage at the moment for rather obvious reasons. Because he got shot in the face pretty bad. It was quite painful. I'm going up the mountain for the additional height bonus. 23, 23, 34. That might be good enough to shoot a cluster round into. Because if I go with that one, I can then go to 40%, and I'm going to Warlord it on top of that for the additional +1 accuracy, and that'll get me up to 47% with a cluster. Renewable energy. There it goes. Mockingbird, can I please get you in range to actually see this Timberwolf? Yes. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Alrighty. Show me a Timberwolf. Not all of you. I don't care about any of you. I care about you, though. So, SRMs, Infernos, buddy, you don't even know what's coming your way. Both weapons are on. Both are set to Inferno, 73% accuracy. Let it rip. And where did his heat threshold go? That's right, he's offline. Taken care of. Just need to get my little fire starter in behind him and barbecue him again to bail that pilot out. Panther going to come on nice and close to deciding he wants to punch the Shadowhawk. Feeling very aggressive. I got to give you credit for guts, man, if nothing else. You decided you were going to try and punch a mech that's 20 tons heavier than you. And the Yellow Jacket coming in desperately trying to get that last repair, but dude, you just came within range of the Gladiator. This is not going to end well for you. Is he going to shoot down? Oh, he's got lots of rockets. Well, not a lot of rockets. Some rockets, okay. I was expecting more, but apparently you're the primitive version of the Yellow Jacket. You do also have a light rifle. I'll give you credit for that one too, but again, you just came too close. And Hetzer. It's the medium laser version. It's the worst possible Hetzer. Oh, that's lovely. Inspired! Inspiration going down. Okay, I need Finn, honestly. When are you moving? You are at 16. Oh yeah, I'm getting everybody before you. So set myself to listen, kill SRMs again, please, so that we can just start deleting people. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Not you anyway. Paradox. Show me Paradox, please. In his Gladiator. Paradox can get a fairly nice shot on that Locust, I think. Could go after you, or maybe, no, you know what, we need to probably focus down this Yellow Jacket. His open side is this left side, which is unfortunate because that's not the side I can shoot. So instead, what I think I'll go for is sprint to get the back angle shot that I'm looking for. That'll give me 42%, it looks like, so let's take a look. Yeah, I'll take the 42. And that's why I took the 42, because his entire right torso was gone. So there goes his entire PPC too, which was most of his reason for existence. And I could just come right on in here and buzzsaw you to death, but I think I'm going to leave that for another mech, and instead I'm going to kill the Arrow. So the Arrow doesn't have an AMS as far as I'm aware. Oh yeah, definitely not. took that damage pretty gosh darn well. Finn, if you don't mind, let us end this one. Can you see him from where you stand? No, you can't. That's unfortunate. And the reason why that's really unfortunate, actually, is because if I could see him from where I stood, I could just barbecue him without having to move, and then move in order to take some cover, but that was not to be. Alright, let's see if we can't shut him down. Aim for that head. 20% accuracy. And he's stuck with the mech. What? We're going to have to keep barbecuing just to make sure that he gets on out of there, because I do want to take this. I want to take this Timberwolf more than a lot of things at the moment. Alright, ball slicer, firing over towards the Shadowhawk, but the Shadowhawk don't care. The Shadowhawk is going to take care of everything. It's going to be beautiful. You'll see. I just need to take a somewhat risky shot with a Warhammer at a flying mech. Chameleon shifting over to the side. Not all that worried so far. So we're dealing with a couple of large laser slingers. One's a pulse, one's got 4, which is a pulse plus more. Also does more damage per shot. Alright, here comes the arrow, deciding he wants to get a little bit closer. And all the machine guns. This thing is really great at trying to capitalize on somebody who's managed to get an armor penetration, which is kind of why it has the large pulse laser. That's sort of shooting at everybody there. The large pulse laser and the medium laser is designed to sort of give you holes in the armor, and then you're supposed to capitalize it with the machine guns, which blow up all the equipment that you have on the inside. It's a good, solid design, but it's not like anything too amazing. Alright, down to phase 18. Who's left? Oh, I've still got Jester. Yeah, up here. So... And of course the Timberwolf will be moving to Locust. If you don't stop running, I'm going to hunt you down. Because I don't want to deal with that crap. I think I'm going to have to deal with that crap. Right, so you have a fairly solid shot right here that I think I'm going to take. Let me see if I can't bait that Locust into coming back. I can kill the Panther, or I can shoot you. This Panther is dead. Like, oh yeah, the Panther's dead. Multi-target. So I'm going to go for... Unless I can't. I can't, because you have stealth systems on board. Right. If I were to make this shot, there might be a chance that I miss and manage to hit him anyway. Panther's not dangerous at all anymore. You, on the other hand, could be. Rocket packs, critical hits.
I think I hit something good.
It's nothing too special, but yeah, he's toasty, and we're going to be able to shove him back to the line without too much trouble. Hats are coming up, going to blitz us. Managing to get quite a few shots on that mech, but it is scattered all over the place, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, if he had an AC-20, I'd be in loads of pain no matter where he actually managed to hit. Of course, the AC-20 is not sustainable. It only has a few rounds. Well, a few dozen rounds. Pretty nasty SRMs. Maybe I misjudged you. I'm going to light your buddy on fire, and then I'll probably come after you. Because I have a lot of flamers, and that is exactly what we were designed to do. And as long as you're sitting there offline, I'm probably going to shove you back over that line. Just to make sure. The arrow is probably really vulnerable to what we've got at the moment. I'm not all that worried anymore. Because we just blitzed him with 40 SRMs. And 40 SRMs is a lot of damage. He's improved to unsettled. That won't do it all. Right, you know what? I'm going to move around to his back just to make it extra scary. Hi, buddy. This is the haunted house maneuver.
Let's move.
Well, Firestarter, I'm behind you, and I'm about to light you on all the fire. Fail. Structure exposed, plus 151 heat, and cool as a cucumber. He thinks he has this handled. Locust on its way back. Looks like the bait was successful, although, is this a light rifle? That's a machine gun. Meh. I can just come in and butcher you anytime I want. So we are going to have to hope that I can get a couple of other of my mechs moving first, because there are a few over here that I actually really don't want to take to the face. And this Burner Boy is starting to sort of ramp up a little bit in the amount of damage that it's taken. Chameleon coming on over. Oh, go for a punch! And nailing us with the fist. Ow, that hurt. So the Chameleon up close and personal. That is very unfortunate. Mockingbird. Right. Where's the arrow? There's the arrow? How cute. How adorable. Have your machine guns jammed. That's even better. Right. So I'm not gonna let you do that again. I'm not gonna let you do that at all. That's what I thought. Arrows down. So it's just dealing with the Chameleon for the really heavy threat. And you're... Oh, ammo overheated. Well, now I feel a little bit better because I can only get a couple of parts of this mech back. Senator's is almost dead. Buddy, why haven't you bailed? Just gonna ask that straight up. Why haven't you bailed out of the mech?
Copy that.
Alright, you're dead. Light rifle, APF SDS. That's a terrible weapon. And Jester.
Commander.
Right, Jester is just gonna walk up right over here.
Roger.
He's gonna aim like so. We're gonna set to a normal just to make sure. Wow, you managed to miss him in point blank range. Luckily, you have a whole ton of lasers to back that up. And the Locust is down. So we've got the Chameleon, who's still dangerous. But the, let's be brutally frank, the Timberwolf is taken care of. The Timberwolf is eventually going to kill himself. More missiles coming in onto us, managing to bounce off multiple mechs.
Barely hit, Commander.
Which is, of course, lovely. Right, I gotta kill this Hetzer too. That's gonna be somewhat irritating. 4 medium lasers, not able to connect with us because we're slightly evasive. We're evasive enough, and that's kind of the key. But I think I should be able to kill multiple people in this next round, just like we did the last round. I anticipate the Shadowhawk will probably kill you. And then the Gladiator can really harm the... well, anybody it wants to. That'll be interesting. 23, I'm gonna assume that's... who's on 23? Like, seriously, it's... you're 17, you're 16, you've got to be 23. Either that or the... yeah, that's what I thought. Nailing us with another pair of shots in the back. I'm surprised the armor is held at this point.
Heavy damage.
Oh yeah, the armor's still there, just barely though. Right, the Gladiator can... the Gladiator can gladiate. Could just utterly annihilate you. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Because the vehicle's going to be more easily knocked out. Not the Timberwolf, but kill me the Panther, please. Somehow you didn't kill the Panther, which is really kind of irritating, actually. Because I wanted to have it dead. And it is not. Jester? Right. Jester could actually, like, fully start wading into this battle. How bad is your armor at the moment? I would like to know. Oh, come back to me, please, camera. And the bad armor is... oh, yeah, his rear torso is just absolute Swiss cheese. Lovely.
On the move.
Okay, multi-target. Give you and give you. So I want pretty much almost all of the important things to be firing at Bravo. So you can go Bravo, which would be really nice, actually. Wait, really? Why is my accuracy so high on Bravo? Yeah, do that. And that's dead. And then... oh, I thought for a second he hit the Burner Boy. Oh, you were giving me a bit of a heart attack there, man. Okay, you're going to swing around. You're going to provide a little bit of protection. And now you're just going to, again, target his head. Come on, buddy, bail out. You don't want to be in this mech anymore. There we go. Thank you. It only took a little while. And now Mockingbird can come over and honestly could just blitz the crap out of this thing, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. MML's Inferno rounds, please. Thank you. I still have 160 of them. All the fire, please. There we go. Down to just a single Chameleon.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle removed.
Alright, comes back to phase 21 with a Jester, able to move on into the Warhammer. And you know what? Jester's going to get the point blank range. Give me a cluster round, please, and activate Warlord, because we're going to make him hurt in all the best ways.
Roger that.
Oh, wow. Gotta be honest, wasn't expecting to make him hurt that bad, but I'll take it. Alright, so unfortunately, I only have one part. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Timberwolf part. Because the Omnimech is supposedly built from anything, and maybe I will get so incredibly lucky that I will pick up all 3 Timberwolf parts, but gosh darn, I can't believe I missed that. Can't believe I didn't take it. It would have been so good. It would have been so wonderful, but no, was not to be. Luckily for us, the only important things are the equipment that was on the Timberwolf, so everything else is ignorable. Which, to be fair, I could grab things like heatsink kits, and I'm going to grab the part. I'd like to rebuild it. 757,000 is nice in my bank, but you know what would be better? Yeah, that's right, a Timberwolf. Alright. Apparently they stacked the arrows, which is rather... and the chameleons. Oh, there's 4 parts to a great white there. No, just the one. Well, at least we got the clan double heatsink kit, so there's some reward back in that one, but if I had taken that one for full salvage, we would have had our hands on a Timberwolf, which would be really cool, but we're getting really close to it, actually. I'm surprised at how often it's showing up, so really, we're definitely going to be able to look at it. We're down to 2 parts to a Timberwolf, which really means that we can beat the crap out of most of them. So we don't need to worry about trying to get full intact builds. Now, full intact builds would be ideal simply because that means we can build the mech for free. We are going to have to pay cash in order to sort of combine different components together. That makes life a little bit more difficult. I'm not sure how easy it would be to combine a Great White, or a Great Wolf, Great White, something, into another mechs, but we're definitely going to find out, and it's probably going to be really expensive, but it's going to be worth it, because at the end of the day, it's a Timberwolf. So, but we are going to have to continue to save up on that one, but I would very much like to get sort of... well, it's one of the main icons of the entire series, so who wouldn't want to get their hands on it? Oh, cross your fingers and hope that we manage to grab it sometime soon. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. What the heck is that tip? Alright, this should be, well, kind of rough damage actually on one of the mechs, but other than that, 25 for the next 4 days. I assume pretty much all of that is on the burner boy, which I will hopefully have tasked and fixed up. Yeah, I can get this fixed in 2 days. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and stop. Hey, the low G pool is done. So now we can hopefully get Howl back in 3 days. It should be lovely. Nova's in another 10. And quick check on the mech bay, just make sure nobody's actually taking too much damage. Yeah, we got most of this stuff back. We are able to field 8 mech lances once again. We can field, 8 mech parts, but what is this? The personal ride of Colonel Carlos Camacho of the 17th Recon Regiment of the Smoke Jaguar. Oh no, he captured it from the Smoke Jaguars. Oh, so it's an inner sphere ride. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to need to save up quite a few more. I'm up to 3 parts on a Timberwolf. Could have had all of it, but recriminations for later. We will eventually get all of it. Just you watch. Yeah, ERPPCs and twin streaks. And then, of course, there's the Z variant, which I don't think I'll build. I will probably see if I can't build a Great White, and maybe that'll work out. And, of course, our Hatamoto Chi. Alrighty, that's going to do it for today's episode. I have been Terran. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I upload these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.